Today, I will be flying on KLM's 5th Freedom Flight from Singapore to Jakarta. But wait, what's a 5th Freedom Flight? So basically, a 5th Freedom Flight is when an airline operates a flight between two airports that are outside the airline's home country. However, that route must be connected to one of the cities in the airline's homeland. So KLM is a Dutch airline, meaning that a flight from Singapore to Jakarta by KLM is considered a 5th Freedom Flight. The entire route of the flight I'll be on will start from Amsterdam first, then arrive in Singapore, and after a 90-minute layover, the flight will continue its journey to its final destination, which is Jakarta. So why will I fly on KLM, you may wonder? Well, on this route, as compared to full-service airlines like Singapore Airlines and Garuda Indonesia, KLM's fare is cheaper. So the standard fare, which includes one checked baggage and a carry-on, only costs 2 million rupiah. Meanwhile, for Garuda Indonesia, it's 2.7 million rupiah, and for Singapore Airlines, it's 3.4 million rupiah. So all these fares are the cost of flying one way from Singapore to Jakarta. Plus, KLM is a reputable airline as it is rated 4 stars by Skytrax. So the question arises, is it better to fly KLM on this route? Well, we'll find that out in this video. We start off from checking out from the iconic Marina Bay Sands Hotel and immediately head off to Changi Airport. KLM operates in Terminal 1 at Changi Airport, which is the oldest one out of the 4 terminals. We arrived at the airport really early, to be exact 4 hours before our flight, so we had to go to the early check-in counter at the Jewel. These counters are located on the first floor of the Jewel, so if you arrive at the airport way too early for your flight, and you want to discover Jewel but you're carrying too much luggage, then you're in great hands. After that, I went to basement 2 of the mall because I was really hungry and there was a wide range of cuisines on that floor. I decided to dine at Aburi N, which is a Japanese restaurant, because how the restaurant is designed made me thought that the food is going to be appetizing. I ordered the suji don and the taste was average, so I kinda regret it as there were better food options in the restaurant. Thankfully, the salad was tasty though. A really fun place to hang out and chill, plus take photos, especially in the rain vortex, but I've been there so many times, so it wasn't fun for me. Thus, despite having 90 minutes before boarding, I decided to go to the airside of Terminal 1 just to relax. Usually at Changi Airport, I will be the monkey that lingers around the 3 terminals that are connected to each other to plane spot. But these days, I've been really lazy, so that shows that I'm getting old. Now it's time to head to gate C22, where the aircraft that I'll be flying on is parked. Based on hearing a lot of people speaking Dutch, I had the feeling that most of the passengers for this flight came from the previous leg from Amsterdam. They must be feeling really tired and impatient to get on this flight, as the flight from Amsterdam to Singapore was around 12 hours. Besides, the boarding lounge was overcrowded to the point that there were many people standing, so that certainly did not help. However, I think boarding went smoother than I expected, but maybe that could be because of my low expectations. In this aircraft, there are two different economy seat types. One is called Comfort and the other one is called Standard. The only difference is that economy comfort seats have more legroom. These seats occupy the first 4 rows of the economy class cabin. My seat for this flight is 43A, which is the last row on the main economy cabin. One problem of this seat is that it is located right in front of the lavatory.
Already, so just got the plate. Seat's really tall. I think that's because Dutch people are tall, so KLM decides to lengthen the seats. Also, this leg group is kind of big, so for a short person like me, it's definitely comfortable.
First off, you got the in-flight entertainment screen, and I really liked how there are a vast range of languages provided, but I was confused that they don't provide Indonesian as this flight is heading towards Indonesia. Located on the bottom of the in-flight entertainment screen, there is a headset plug plus a USB plug. Unfortunately, KLM does not provide headphones or earphones for this flight. Besides, there are two different seat pockets. One is only for books, and the other one is to store any small things that you bring. There was also a good range of movies to watch on this flight, so I guess if I fly KLM on a long haul flight, I will be entertained. Sandwich served for this 1-hour flight, which I think it's fine, but what dismayed me is that there's no meat in it. Plus the bread was a little bit hard. I still finished it though because the taste was kinda good thanks to the cheese. I was expecting a kinda dirty lavatory after the plane has went through 12 hours of flying, plus a 90-minute layover, which is definitely not enough to thoroughly clean the lavatory. However, I'm amazed that a lavatory is actually kinda clean.
Welcome to Jakarta. U may see dat het zelfstandig will sign en de telefoon weer aanzetten. Namens Gele Groen hartelijk dank dat u met KLM heeft gevlogen en fijn dat u vandaag bij ons aan boord was. Wij wensen u een goed verblijf in Jakarta, ook spoedig vervolg van uw reis toe en natuurlijk graag tot ziens.
I think overall this flight is a mix of a full-service airline and a low-cost one. That's because the standards of the seat is like a full-service airline while the service is just like a low-cost. But for a short flight like this, I don't think service matters as much as the comfort of the seat. So saving at least 700,000 by flying on this airline as compared to flying on other airlines that provide better service on this route is worth it. This is just my opinion, so it might be different on what others think. Last off, it's time to claim my baggage. Well, this one was a really crazy experience and you'll see why.